Aloha mai kako, a Como Maida Curtain Call, a program of reviews, previews, interviews, and features of and or with the great art and artists on Maui and beyond. I'm Paul James Brown. A few years back, I think it was 3 years ago, who can be sure, it's as if those years didn't exist, ProArts held its first playwriting competition, and it was won by James NEVIUS. That prize-winning play was supposed to be produced in the fateful year we all remember, but it's mostly a blur because not much happened due to everything being shut down. Last Friday, Murder in the Nth Degree, the long-awaited prize-winning production, had its world premiere, and if there was ever anything that was worth waiting for, this is it. James NEVIUS has created one of the best plays I have seen in a very long time, and it has the potential for very big things. I don't believe there is a theater company that will not want to produce this play, and there are not many actors who would not want to do it. It is so much fun. First of all, it's billed as, quote, "What if Agatha Christie wrote Groundhog Day," unquote. That is a compelling tagline, but this play is so much more than that. It asks the question, who one really is. What is real? Can the present be altered by the future? Is the past a prologue or an epilogue? What's in a name? These are a few I came up with. When you see it, you will no doubt come up with others, because for every fact, there are infinite possibilities, like the exponential increase of teacups, for example. This play is what we go to the theater for, to be entertained, enlightened, and challenged. Is it a comedy, a mystery, a thriller, a farce? Who cares? Why try and put it in a box? It's a great play that you will want to see again and again. It will inspire thoughtful conversations and wonderful memories. James NEVIUS has created a play with wonderful characters that spans time from Euripides to Shakespeare, to Mark Twain to Tennessee Williams, to Harold Ramis and Danny Rubin, and finally to Friedrich Nietzsche's Gay Science. It explores philosophical, scientific, mathematical, and psychological issues, and does it in a little more than 90 of the best minutes you are likely to spend doing just about anything. Mr. NEVIUS deserves a Pulitzer Prize for playwriting, and I am predicting that if the right people see this play, it will be huge. When one does a new play, it is the opportunity of a lifetime because one is involved in the first creation of this work. Whatever happens to this play, everyone's work in this play has never been done before, and it will be the paragon against which all subsequent productions will be measured. I have an image of the published script with this performance memorialized forever on the page where the Dramatic Play Service lists the cast and creative team of all first performances of a play. Kudos to the director Mark Beltzman, who selected a cast of talented newcomers and veterans to bring this brilliant work of theatrical art to life. Mr. Beltzman clearly got this play and had a perfect vision that he imparted to his cast. He found new stars to add to the Maui theatrical firmament. At the head of that list is Hilary Watt, who plays Eve, the 50-something mother of the twins Violet, Michaela Culver, and Sebastian, Matt Fennelly. According to her bio, Ms. Watt has had very little theatrical experience, and that was 20 years ago. But you could never tell it. Ms. Watt conducted herself as if she was a seasoned veteran. Her Eve is confident, truthful, real, and crystal clear. She plays every moment. She never misses a beat, and she is having a wonderful time of it. On the other end of the experience perspective is Michaela Culver, whose bio is not very specific, but she says she has been involved in the performing arts for as long as she can remember, which, judging from her age, would be the far end of 2 decades. Her journey is astounding. She is on stage nearly every moment, and she is the one who moves the play along. The range of emotions she displays goes from confusion to disbelief to being gobsmacked. It is such a delight to be there to experience her work. Ms. Watt and Ms. Culver are making their Maui theatrical debuts, and they join a passel of outstanding women lucky directors will have the delightful difficulty of selecting from in the future. Murder in the Nth Degree welcomes back to the Maui stage one of our finest actors, Doug Self. Mr. Self is something truly unique. He is a modest actor. If he were to list his credits, it would take up most of the page. He is a longtime member of the Maui theatrical community who took a too long break. Let's hope this performance will wet his whistle for more performances. As Mr. Herring, not the fish, the artist, he spends a good deal of time supine, and when he transforms, it is complete and marvelous. As the fraternal twin of Violet, Sebastian, Matt Fennelly has an impressive and unusual resume. You don't expect someone with a degree in economics to then go to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, graduate, and then go on to earn an MA in performance at the Tisch School of Arts at New York University. You have to ask, with that kind of pedigree, what is he doing on Maui? Well, we are the lucky ones because he is another new person for the Maui stable of actors. His Sebastian plays like the hammer to Ms. Watt's keys. Together, they sound the perfect notes. Their secret handshake that they do throughout the show is something they develop themselves, and they love to do it. He tries to understand what is going on and be sympathetic to Violet while maintaining his loyalty to Eve, his mother. It is a masterful performance. As Steve, Tom McNamara comes from Chicago theater, and he is perfectly cast as Eve's husband. I won't say anything else about his performance because it would be a spoiler, except he performed admirably. Then there is Hick, Carlos Dante, who is a gentleman caller and sometimes Sebastian's boyfriend, and others he brings an important gift. He has studied in New York and Houston and is another welcome newcomer to Maui stages. Finally, we have Lexi Justice making her Maui theatrical debut as the delivery person. She also was having a terrific time bringing exponential boxes of teacups. She demonstrates the old theater adage, there are no small parts, only small actors. Mr. NEVIUS was the sound designer, which is like another character in the show. The musical fish plaque, the thunder, the gunshots are all absolutely essential to this play, and Angelica Juarez, the sound engineer and operator, executed marvelously. Luke Holman was the lighting designer, and the lighting is also a very important part of this show, and Luke McKinnon, the lighting operator, gets the credit for bringing Mr. Holman's creative design to sparkling light and dark. Kathleen Gregory has done another great job on the costumes, especially the inspired t-shirts the three principals wear in the opening of the second act. And of course, Maui's miracle Renaissance woman, Allie Shore, created a beautiful set. This stage is a real challenge because it has so little backstage area, but Ms. Shore consistently and perfectly always rises to the challenge to create the off-Broadway quality our audiences have become accustomed to expect in the ProArts off-Broadway venue. This is such a wonderful production in every way. Great playwriting, direction, acting, and tech. I don't think it could be any better. It runs until June 5th at ProArts Playhouse, Azeka Makai in Kihei. Go to proartsmaui.com or call 463-6550 for tickets. Cancel everything you may have been planning. You will want to let everyone know that you saw the first production of this play when it wins awards in the future. Mr. NEVIUS' next play will be a one-act comedy called Willpower on October 3rd as an Ono at the historic Iau Theater. Da-da-da-da-da! I am now delighted to announce the ProArts 2022-23 season. Sex with Strangers by Laura Eason opens on June 24th through July 3rd, directed by Ricky Jones, with Dexter Hostetter as Ethan and Lynn McEwen as Olivia. White Rabbit, Red Rabbit by Nassim Solimanpour opens September 23rd through October 9th. There is no director, no rehearsal, a different actor every night. Quote, a dazzling, transcendent piece of alive and kicking avant-garde theater, Entertainment Weekly, unquote. Bent dates November 4th through November 20th by Martin Sherman and directed by Ali Cardinale. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens dates December 9th through December 18th, 2022. Albatross by Matt Spangler, whose play Kite Runner premieres on Broadway July 21st. Watch for my review. It runs January 13th through January 22nd, and Vinnie Linares of Oh Boy Productions will be the director. Pride and Prejudice, March 10th through March 26th, with Lynn McEwen as director. And Broads of Broadway, April 14th through April 30th, written and directed by Maui's own Renaissance woman, Allie Shore. Very exciting season. Well, that's Curtain Call for this week. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Paul James Brown. Ah-hui-ho.